In the heart of the Orion Nebula, a glowing expanse of color and chaos more than 1,000 light-years away, a star has just been born. It flickers faintly amid the mist, wrapped in a veil of dust, like a candle behind fog. Around it swirls a halo of gas, ice, and minerals, a thin glowing disk spinning in the void. Astronomers call this star HOPS 315, but names hardly matter here. What's happening around it is more important. It is the beginning of worlds. For the first time, with the James Webb Space Telescope and the ALMA observatory, we've caught sight of something almost mythic, the first solid specks forming in that disk, tiny grains of dust clinging together, beginning the long process that will one day build planets. They are so small that no eye could ever see them directly. Yet in these specks lie oceans, mountains, and skies waiting to be born, the calcium that may someday form bones, the iron that may become blood, the silicate that may turn into glass or sand. In HOPS 315, we are seeing the very first heartbeat of a solar system, the moment when chaos begins to take shape, when dust begins to dream. The Orion Nebula is one of the most beautiful places in the sky, a vast cloud of gas and dust, visible even to the naked eye, nestled beneath Orion's belt. It's often called a stellar nursery, but that phrase doesn't capture the truth of it. It's not peaceful, it's not calm, it's wild. Stars are being born there in violent bursts of heat and radiation. Shockwaves ripple through its clouds, gases collide and spiral, and yet, amid all that chaos, something delicate unfolds. Around HOPS 315, the surrounding disk glows faintly in the infrared light that Webb can see. Within it, dust particles bump, merge, break apart, and merge again. A dance of chaos and order, repeated billions of times. Each grain that sticks to another becomes the foundation for something greater. They'll clump into pebbles, then boulders, then planetoids. And eventually, if gravity and time are kind, they'll become worlds. It's the same story that gave rise to our own home. Earth too began as a disk of dust around a young sun more than 4.5 billion years ago. Somewhere, in a nebula not so different from Orion, the atoms that now make you were drifting, silent, weightless, waiting to find each other. Now we are watching that story happen again, not in theory, not as imagination, but as light. Until recently, this was beyond human reach. We could only guess what newborn stars looked like, hidden behind curtains of dust. But now, with Webb's golden mirrors and ALMA's radio eyes, we can finally peer through those curtains. Webb sees the heat, the faint glow of warm dust still shaping itself. ALMA sees the structure, the ripples and rings of matter slowly organizing into a disk. Together they paint a picture of a system in its infancy, barely a few 100,000 years old, a blink in cosmic time. What they've revealed is subtle but profound, not just gas and dust swirling aimlessly, but the first signs of structure, the first fingerprints of planetary birth. To astronomers, this is like catching a baby's first breath, fleeting, fragile, and yet full of potential. But beyond the science, there's something else, a quiet awe in knowing that we are witnessing something that once happened to us. When we look at HOPS 315, we are not looking outward, we are looking backward, at the origin of all things familiar. The making of planets is a slow art. It's not a process measured in years or centuries, but in eons. Imagine dust grains colliding softly in the void, 1,000 times, 1,000,000, 1,000,000,000. Each impact adds a tiny layer. Each fracture teaches the material how to endure. Eventually, gravity begins to whisper, pulling things inward, tightening the spin. The disk flattens, rings form, heat rises, and in time, worlds ignite. It's a process so gradual that no single generation, no single species could ever watch it unfold from start to finish. We are born, we live, we die, and the disk continues to spin long after we're gone. The universe builds slowly, but it never stops building. The same dust that once drifted through Orion now sits beneath our feet, in the soil of Earth. The same elements that will someday form planets around HOPS 315 are the ones that shaped us. We are the afterthought of dust, the echo of creation. now travel across time, not forward but backward, from the young light of Orion to the deep old light of another system. There, 100 light-years from Earth, lies a small quiet star called HD 110067. It is not bright, it does not blaze, it endures. Around this star orbit 6 planets, all roughly the same size, all locked in perfect rhythm. They move in a kind of gravitational harmony, each orbit tuned to the next like the gears of a clock or the notes of a song. It's a cosmic waltz that has lasted not for 1 billion years, not for 2, but for 12 billion. That's nearly as old as the universe itself. When this system formed, galaxies were still young. The Milky Way was still gathering its stars. Our own sun wouldn't exist for another 8 billion years, yet this small star and its 6 dancing planets have been orbiting each other ever since, in balance, in silence, in time. Astronomers were astonished when they found HD 110067's planets, not just because they existed, but because of how perfectly they moved together. Each planet's orbit is synchronized with the others. If one completes 2 orbits, another completes 3. If one speeds up, the rest adjust. They are quite literally in tune. For 12 billion years, this system has survived the universe's chaos, supernovae, radiation, galactic collisions, and somehow it remains intact. The odds of that are almost impossible. In a cosmos that tends toward disorder, HD 110067 is a masterpiece of endurance. Its stability is not silence, it's music. Every orbit a note, every revolution a beat, playing the same melody since long before Earth's oceans existed. It's as if time itself forgot to disturb it. And so we have 2 stories, one of beginning, one of endurance. HOPS 315, where dust becomes planets, HD 110067, where planets have danced for 12 billion years. One system is a newborn, the other an ancient survivor. One still wrapped in chaos and light, the other quiet, rhythmic, eternal. And yet they are connected, not by proximity but by pattern. Both obey the same laws of gravity, the same gentle push and pull that shapes every star, every atom, every life. They are 2 verses of the same cosmic poem, one whispering, "Become," the other answering, "Endure." In one, creation begins, in the other it continues. And in both, the universe reminds us of its dual nature, always building, always lasting. We like to imagine time as a line, a story that moves from past to future. But the cosmos doesn't work that way. In space, time loops. The birth of one system echoes the memory of another. The dust that falls toward HOPS 315 today may one day become the core of a planet that lasts for billions of years, perhaps as long as HD 110067 itself. And when that planet dies, when its star fades and its matter drifts outward, those atoms will go on to build something new. Creation never ends. It only changes form. The young and the ancient are not opposites. They are reflections. The beginning of one story is written in the ending of another. When we look at HOPS 315, we see the past. When we look at HD 110067, we see endurance. But when we look at both, we are also seeing ourselves. Because everything we are, every breath, every heartbeat, every thought, came from the same process, the same dust, the same collisions, the same long patience of the universe. The atoms in your hand were once scattered in a disk, like the one around HOPS 315. The molecules in your blood were forged in the hearts of long-dead stars, perhaps as old as HD 110067's own sun. We are the universe made aware of itself, dust that learned to wonder. And that more than any telescope or theory is the greatest discovery of all. Light is memory. When Webb or ALMA looks into the Orion Nebula, the light it sees has been traveling for over 1,000 years. The moment those first solid specks began to glow, medieval civilizations were just beginning to build cathedrals on Earth. And when we observe HD 110067, we're looking across time in the other direction, seeing the faint glow of a star that has been burning since the dawn of the cosmos. Each photon that strikes a telescope's mirror carries history, a story written in brightness and distance. Every image we capture is a message from the past, finally arriving in our present. We are readers of that light, translators of time. And what it tells us is this: the universe remembers everything. HOPS 315 will one day fade from the nebula that cradles it. Its planets will take shape, its dust will settle, its star will shine steadily for billions of years. Some of those worlds may remain barren, others may hold oceans and clouds and storms. Maybe far in the future, something there will look up at its own night sky and wonder where it came from. And it will be tracing its origins back to this moment, this swirl of dust, this spark of creation we are witnessing now. Hand HD 110067. Someday its long ancient dance will end too. Its star will cool, its planets will drift, its harmony will dissolve into silence. Even the most perfect song must someday fade. But before it does, it will have shown us what stability can mean, not as stasis, but as grace. The universe, it seems, is capable of both, the fragile beginning and the eternal endurance. When we put all this together, the newborn dust around HOPS 315, the ageless rhythm of HD 110067, we get a simple truth. The universe is not random. It builds, it balances, it creates, destroys, and creates again. Every star, every atom, every thought we've ever had is part of that endless rhythm. And in a way we are too. We are the newest notes in an ancient song, stardust remembering where it came from and wondering what comes next. So when you look up tonight, remember, somewhere in Orion new worlds are forming, and somewhere far older than our own 6 planets are still dancing, the young and the ancient, the birth and the dance, the same story told twice, because the universe never stops making music, and we are lucky enough to listen.